The night my father kicked me out. I never thought my own father would be the one to throw me out of our house. But that night, everything changed. It was supposed to be a normal dinner. The same table, the same chairs, the same tired silence between us. But something in the air felt heavy, like a storm waiting to explode. My father kept staring at me. Finally, he slammed his fork down. "So," he said, "when are you finally getting a job?" His voice wasn't calm. It was sharp, full of anger. I froze. "I'm trying, Dad. You know it's not easy right now." He laughed. Not a friendly laugh. A cruel one. "Trying," he said. "You've been trying for 2 years. 2 years. Do you think food magically appears? Do you think bills pay themselves?" My mother kept her eyes on her plate. She didn't defend me. She never did. "I go to interviews," I said quietly. "I apply every day." "When?" my mom suddenly asked. "Why don't you ever tell us?" "Because you don't believe me," I snapped. My father pushed his chair back. "That's enough. You're a grown man, not a child. This house is not a hotel." Something inside me broke. "So what?" I shouted. "You're kicking me out." Silence filled the room. My mom looked down. My father stared into my eyes. "Yes. From today, find your own way." My heart stopped. "You're my father," I yelled. "You're throwing your son into the street." "If you're my son, learn responsibility," he said coldly. My hands were shaking as I grabbed my bag. No one stopped me. No one said, "Stay." I walked out. The night air was freezing. I stood outside my own house, staring at the door that was now closed to me. My home. Not anymore. I checked my phone. No missed calls. No messages. I had nowhere to go. I called my friend Mark. "Can I come over?" I whispered. "What happened?" "They kicked me out." He was silent. "You can come, but you know I live with roommates." "I don't care. I just need somewhere to sleep." I slept on his couch. I didn't sleep at all. My father's words kept repeating in my head. "This house is not a hotel." The next morning, I woke up before everyone. I grabbed my phone and started applying for jobs. Every job. Warehouse. Cleaning. Construction. Anything. I walked to 5 places. First place. "Do you have experience?" "No, but I'm willing to learn." "Sorry. We need someone experienced." Second place. "The pay is low. Are you okay with that?" "Yes. We'll call you." They never called. Third place. "We already filled the position." Fourth place. "Come back next month." Fifth place. "We're not hiring." I felt invisible, like I didn't exist. Days passed. My money ran out. I couldn't even buy food. Mark started acting weird. "You know, my roommates are asking questions." "I'll leave," I said quietly. That night, I packed my bag again. I walked out. Again. I was homeless. I spent the night in a park. Sitting on a cold bench. Staring at people passing by. Families. Couples. Everyone had somewhere to go. Except me. I cried. I hated myself. "Maybe my dad is right," I whispered. "Maybe I'm nothing." That's when my phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello. You came for an interview last week, right?" "Yes. You can start tomorrow." My heart almost exploded. "Really?" "Yes. 8 a.m. Don't be late." I dropped the phone. I laughed. I cried. I thanked God. The job was hard. Lifting heavy boxes. Sweating all day. My hands hurt. My back hurt. But I didn't complain. Every day, I arrived early. Every day, I worked harder than everyone. Because I was scared. Scared to lose this chance. My boss noticed. "You work hard," he said one day. "I need this job," I replied. When I got my first paycheck, I stared at it. My name. My money. Earned by my hands. I cried. The first thing I did was buy gifts for my parents. A watch for my father. A scarf. For my mother. I went back home. My mom opened the door. Her eyes widened. "You came back." I got a job. My father came out. He looked older. Tired. I gave him the watch. He stared at it. His hands shook. "I'm sorry, son," he whispered. That was the first time he apologized. But inside me, the pain was still there. Because words hurt. And some wounds don't heal fast. The night my father kicked me out. After my father apologized, nothing felt normal anymore. Yes, I had a job. Yes, I was earning money. But inside, I still felt broken. I went back to Mark's place that night. I didn't want to stay at home yet. It felt strange, like I didn't belong there anymore. The next morning, I went to work early, as always. But something was different. My boss called me into his office. "Sit down," he said. My heart started racing. Did I do something wrong? He leaned back in his chair. "You work hard. I respect that. But people are talking. Talking about what? They say you look angry all the time. Silent. Like you're carrying a lot inside." I laughed nervously. "They don't know my life." He nodded. "I figured. But listen, don't let your past ruin your future." That hit me hard. Later that day, something happened. One of my coworkers, Jake, started making jokes. "Hey homeless," he laughed. "Still sleeping in the park." Everyone laughed. I froze. "How do you know that?" I asked quietly. Mark had told someone. My fists clenched. "You think that's funny?" I said. Jake stepped closer. "Relax, bro. Just joking." I pushed him. Hard. He pushed me back. Supervisors rushed in. "Stop." We were both sent home for the day. My boss looked disappointed. "You're better than this," he said. I walked out feeling ashamed. That night, I couldn't sleep. I remembered my father's words again. Act like a man. Maybe he was right. I went back to work the next day and apologized to Jake. "I'm sorry," I said. "I overreacted." He smirked. "It's fine." But I knew he still didn't respect me. Weeks passed. I moved into a small room. Shared bathroom. Thin walls. But it was mine. I paid rent with my own money. For the first time in my life. I felt proud. But the peace didn't last. One night, my mother called. "Your father is sick," she said. "What?" "He collapsed at work." My heart dropped. I rushed to the hospital. He was lying there, pale. Machines beeping. I held his hand. "Dad." His eyes opened slowly. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Again. I swallowed my tears. "You don't have to apologize." He looked at me. "I was too hard on you." I said nothing, because part of me was still angry. After he got better, things changed. He started calling me, asking about my job, my life. It felt strange, like we were strangers trying to reconnect. But then, something unexpected happened. One evening, I came home from work and saw my mother waiting outside my building. "What are you doing here?" She looked nervous. "We need to talk." We sat on a bench. She took a deep breath. "Your father lost his job." "What?" "They fired him after he collapsed." My heart sank. "What are you going to do?" She looked at me. "We might lose the house." Silence. "The same house he kicked me out of." "Now they needed help." "I don't have much," I said. "But I'll help." Her eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, son." That night, I couldn't sleep. Life is strange. The same man who threw me out now needed me. Next payday, I sent them half my salary. My rent became late. I ate less. But I didn't complain, because I remembered how it felt to be alone. At work, Jake noticed. "You look tired." "I have family problems." He stayed quiet. For the first time. Then one day, my boss called me again. "I'm promoting you." "What?" "You deserve it." I couldn't believe it. My salary increased. I cried in the bathroom. I went home and called my parents. I got promoted. My father was silent. Then he said, "I'm proud of you." That was everything I ever wanted to hear. But the biggest storm was still coming. The night my father kicked me out. I thought things were finally getting better. I had a promotion. I was helping my parents. My father was proud of me. For the first time in years, I felt useful. But life never lets you relax for too long. One evening, my mother called again. "Can you come over?" she asked. "Your father and we need to talk." Her voice sounded strange, shaky. I went straight after work. When I entered the house, I felt it. Tension, heavy air. My father sat on the couch. My mother stood near the window. "What's wrong?" I asked. They looked at each other. Finally, my mom spoke. "There's something you don't know." My heart started beating fast. "What?" She swallowed. "Your father didn't lose his job because of his health." I froze. "What do you mean?" "He was fired," she said quietly. "Because he was stealing money." My world stopped. "What?" My father jumped up. "Don't listen to her. he shouted. My mom turned to him. Enough. He deserves to know. I stared at my father. Is it true? He couldn't look at me. Silence. That was my answer. You kicked me out, I said slowly. Because you said I was irresponsible. My voice broke. But you were stealing. He exploded. You don't know what pressure feels like. You had a family. I yelled. You had me. He stepped closer. I did it for you. For me. I laughed bitterly. You destroyed my life. My mom started crying. Stop, please. But it was too late. Years of pain came out. You humiliated me, I shouted. You made me feel worthless. He pointed at me. You were worthless back then. That word, worthless, it killed me. I pushed him hard. He almost fell. My mom screamed. Stop. I stepped back, breathing hard. I helped you, I said. I sent you money, and you lied to me. He looked at me with anger. I'm still your father. No, I said. A father protects. You broke me. Silence. He sat down slowly. His shoulders dropped. I was scared, he whispered. I was losing everything. My anger faded. Just a little. You should have talked to me, I said. Not destroy me. He started crying. I had never seen him cry. I failed you. That broke me too. I left the house that night. Again, walking in the dark. But this time, I wasn't weak. I wasn't homeless. I was independent. But my heart was heavy. The next day at work, Jake came to me. You okay? I looked at him. No. He nodded. Same. We stood in silence. For the first time, we understood each other. Days passed. My father didn't call. My mother sent messages. He's depressed. I felt guilty, but also angry. One night, I got a call. Dad tried to hurt himself. My heart stopped. I ran to the hospital. He was there, alive. Thank God. I sat next to him. You don't have to do this, I whispered. He looked at me. I ruined everything. No, I said. You're still alive. Fix it. He grabbed my hand. I need you. That was new. He had never said that. After that night, he changed. He went to therapy. He apologized to my mother. To me. To everyone. Slowly, we started healing. But the scars stayed. Some wounds never disappear. The night my father kicked me out. After that night in the hospital, nothing was the same. But for the first time, change was real. My father started therapy. Every week. He hated it at first. I don't need a stranger telling me how to live, he said. But he kept going. Because he almost lost everything. My mother stayed by his side. Stronger than I ever imagined. One evening, my father called me. Can you come over? Just to talk. I hesitated. Memories hurt. But I went. We sat in silence, like strangers. I was jealous, he finally said. Of you. I looked at him. Of me. Yes, he whispered. You still had time. I already failed. That shocked me. I saw myself in you, he continued. And I hated it. Tears rolled down his face. So I hurt you. Before you could disappoint me. My chest tightened. You already did, I said softly. He nodded. I know. That night we talked. For hours. About his childhood. His abusive father. His fear of being weak. I finally understood. But understanding didn't erase the pain. Months passed. My father found a new job. Not a good one. Cleaning offices at night. But he didn't complain. This is my punishment, he said. I respected that. One day, he surprised me. I opened a savings account, he said. For you. For what? For your future. My eyes filled with tears. You don't have to. I do, he replied. I owe you. We slowly rebuilt our relationship. Slow, painful, real. 1 year later, I moved into a better apartment. Got another promotion. My parents came to visit. We sat at the same table. Where everything started. But this time, no anger, no shouting, just peace. My father raised his glass. To my son, he said. The man you became, without my help. That hurt. But it was honest. Later that night, he pulled me aside. You leaving that night, it saved both of us. I nodded. Sometimes pain is necessary. He hugged me. For the first time in my life. I felt safe in his arms. Now when people ask me, what changed your life? I answer, the night my father kicked me out. Because, that night broke me, but it also built me. Bullseye life lesson. Sometimes the people who hurt you the most are the ones who teach you the biggest lessons. Sometimes being pushed away is how you find yourself.